Good afternoon, everybody. I'll try to make this quick. My name's Justin Bowes. I serve as the director for the Comanche Nation Workforce Program. And as much as I'd like to take all the credit, I can't. I've got a wonderful staff here. Glenda Gossayun is our job developer. She's sitting right here. Georgia Gibson's our training coordinator. Kenneth Lookingglass, he's not here, but he's our accounts payable payroll person. Randall Baker supervises our Grasshopper program. Rodney Parker is our Bear Track specialist. He operates our database system. Jack Tiger and Jason Conawarty, they're our two newest employees. They serve as our lawn technicians. And we also have two WIOA workers in the office, Jamie Tosi and Angel Thompson. So I put this slide up just to let you guys know about the history of our programs. A lot of us have gone through this WIOA program as summer youth workers, but these programs began back in the 60s with the Manpower Development and Training Act. I think it was under the direction of President Lyndon Johnson at the time. But it's changed names throughout the years, 5 times specifically. It then became the Comprehensive Employment and Training Act of '73. It goes by the acronym ACETA. How many remembers that? Right, some of you guys went through the CETA program, some of you older folks. Then it turned into the Job Training Partnership Act of '82, JTPA, and I was a member of that. And then in '98, they named it the Workforce Investment Act, and it is now called the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act. The acronym is WIOA, and that came about in 2014. So our programs have been around since '62. I'm not too sure when the tribe actually picked up the program. I'm thinking probably in the '70s. But I'm honored to be a part of this program, and if we go to the next slide, I can tell you what we're all about. So we provide employment and training services to Native American tribal members who are unemployed, underemployed, or low income. You just have to meet one of those eligibility criteria to receive services. The purpose of our program is to support employment and training activities for Native American tribal members in order to develop more fully the academic, occupational, and literacy skills of such individuals. We want to make sure those individuals are more competitive in the workplace and to equip them with the entrepreneurial skills necessary for successful self-employment. We also want to promote the economic and social development of Native American communities in accordance with the goals and values of such communities. Our services are all designed to help our Native people to become self-sufficient so they don't have to rely on social services. Next slide, please. So who is eligible for our services? Members of federally recognized tribes. The person must also be any one of the following: unemployed for at least 7 days, underemployed, low income, a recipient of a bona fide layoff notice, and they can be employed, but is determined by the grantee to be in need of employment and training services to obtain or retain employment that allows for self-sufficiency. And I'll give you an example of that. About a year or two ago, there was a full-time employee at Comanche County Memorial Hospital, and he was a radiology tech. So he was making good money, full-time employment, but he needed to renew his certification so that he can continue to work as a radiology tech. So we help pay for that. So you can be employed, but as long as you need some services to kind of help you maintain your employment, we can help you. Applicants must reside in Comanche, Cotton, Caddo, Kiowa, or Tillman counties, But if you're a Comanche tribal member, you can reside outside of that 5-county area, and you're also eligible. So we've helped people in New Mexico, Montana, Texas, so California. If you're a Comanche tribal member, we can help you no matter where you live. Oh, and male applicants must be registered with the Selective Service System. Funding sources, we've got 4 of them. The first one is the Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act Adult Grant, which is funded through the U.S. Department of Labor, and last year's award was $139,000. We also have a Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act Youth Grant through the U.S. Department of Labor, and that's $68,000. We have a small grant through the Native Employment Works Agency. That's funded through the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and that's $34,000. And this is how we're able to help non-Comanche tribal members who are Native American, is through these 3 grants. The 4th grant, of course, is the Comanche Nation Gaming Supplement Grant, which last year we received $1.9 million. So total, our department deals with about $2.1 million. Next slide, please. Okay, we provide 7 services: work experience, on-the-job training, our summer youth services program, classroom training, supportive services, employability enhancement, and the Grasshopper program. And if you look at this slide, you'll see how much each of those services are funded for. Of course, the work experience program is the one that has the most funding at $627,000. And with that money, we're able to service about 230 people per year. How many of us have gone through the WIOA program before? I see a couple people out in the crowd. Our second largest funded program is the Grasshopper program. Of course, that's our program where we provide services to the elderly who are 62 years of age or older. And then our summer youth program, we have about $207,000 to operate with, which this year we're going to be able to employ 118 people, youth, in our community. Next slide, please. And I put this pie chart on here to let you kind of see exactly where our services go. Work experience is 31%, our largest program. The second largest program is the Grasshopper program, believe it or not. That's at 23%, and we help about 240 elders a year with that program. Our third largest program is supportive services and employability enhancement, and that's at 21%. Then our summer youth, 12%. Classroom and training is 9%, and our OJT is at 4%. So I put a couple of stats up here to let you guys know how we're doing. Approximately 62% of those clients who are placed on the work experience program obtained full-time permanent employment. I think the national average is 56%. So we're doing well there. 82% of those who obtain full-time permanent employment retain their job. So our retention rate is above the national average, which is 76%, I think. 91% of those clients who completed the on-the-job training secured unsubsidized employment. 81% of those clients who received services through the classroom and training program completed their training. That's pretty good. And 33% of those who are enrolled in our GED classes actually went on to pass the GED exam. and that's up what was our rate last year before that? It was lower, significantly lower. So 33% might not sound like a lot, but it's increasing. And that's all because of Laniel P. Wardy at the Comanche Nation College. Okay, so our fiscal year 2018 budget proposal last year, like I said, we were awarded $1.9 million. This year we're asking for $1.95 million. That's only an increase of $53,000. And what we're going to do with that money is we're going to use it to pay the salaries of the 2 lawn technicians we brought on board last year. And last year they were responsible for maintaining the KCA cemeteries. But the KCA, since they're functioning now, they want to take that responsibility back. So this year, we're going to ask them to maintain the commercial property owned by the tribe. And I put a list of some of those properties. We'll be doing the tax commission, funeral home, fitness center, daycare centers, and the community centers. But obviously there's more. I just didn't have enough space to list them all. Okay, those are all the slides I have. You guys have any questions? Yes, ma'am. That is correct. The majority of our funding comes from the Comanche Nation gaming monies. That's $1.9 million. Our federal grants combined only equates to about, what, $240,000? So we're dependent a lot on that gaming money. Yes, sir. Yes. I think this individual's Frankie Patterson from El Paso, Texas. He's a buddy of mine. He just retired from the military. But yes, if you're interested in taking a short-term class at a VOTEC center that's 9 months or less, we can help fund your books and tuition and give you a stipend for the hours spent in class. So if that's what he wants to do, we're able to help him. Anything long-term, 9 months or greater, higher ed would have to help out with that. Yes, ma'am.
On tribal dollars, do you have income guidelines? Okay.
Okay, on our tribal with all of our dollars, we fund low-income people first. However, like I said earlier, you can be unemployed, underemployed, or low income. So, for instance, maybe you're making, or you made $100,000 last year. That's way over our income guidelines, but you just lost your job 10 days ago. You would be eligible. Yes, ma'am. Of course. We did that, about a year ago, Mr.
What was
Arterberry?
the question?
Oh. Right. Yeah,
So the question is, did you make the application process easier for elders? Okay.
Yeah, we did that, I don't know, 9 months ago. But the new app is online, and you can download it off the Comanche Nation website. Yes, ma'am. No. I talked to our FPO, federal officer, about this. And he says any supplemental money like the CNG money we receive, we have to spend it according to the federal guidelines. Yep. And we have been. Yes, ma'am.
I have a granddaughter in Phoenix. She's getting ready to graduate. She's been working part-time, but she lost her job. Is there any way you can help her?
Yes, is she Comanche?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Have her go to our website and download an application and then mail it in to us, and we can help her even though she's in Phoenix.
Okay.
Our fax number is 580-492-3770. IT, if you can go back to my home slide. Yeah, it's kind of hard to read, but our information's at the bottom of that slide. And can somebody give her a mic? She was about to talk good about us.
Yeah, I appreciate the lawn service. It was great. All the boys that you send up are men. They did a wonderful job, and it just makes our place look really good when anybody drives up, which nobody wants.
Thank you.
It's just really good. Thank you.
Randy Baker should get the credit for that.
Yeah, y'all did a great job, because I think the last time y'all cut was was it November?
Yeah.
Because I needed one more cutting, and I was real happy to
Yeah, we
get
got-
that.
Yeah, thank you.